we want to take a look at the if function. The if function is going to have three parts. You're going to have the first part where it's the question. You're going to check, is the cell equal to something, or is the cell less than, or something of that nature. The second part is going to be what it returns in the cell if the answer is true. And the third part will be what it returns if that is not true, if the question you ask is not true. So let's look at this. Here are 4 scores, and we want to know, did they pass or fail? Well, a passing grade is greater than or equal to 60. So what we're going to do is going to start with equals, if, and I want to check and see if this in cell B3, is it greater than or equal to 60? Now I hit my comma. Now if it is greater than or equal to 60, if that answer is true, what do I want it to say? I want it to say, parentheses, pass. Now put that in parentheses to show it's going to be a word that's what it's going to print. What if it's not greater than or equal to 60? What do we want to say? Well, if you didn't make a score greater than or equal to 60, then you fail. Hit return and you'll see it says pass. And I want to fill that in for all my students. In this case, there's only 4, so I can just simply highlight it, drag down, and hit Control D for fill down. Notice only one student failed. That was Rick, who had a 58. Notice right here, Tom barely passed. He had a 60, but it is passing. Notice if I change Tom's grade to a 55, it changes to a fail. Another spot we can use this is, let's say that if you're the color red, you're going to go to group 1. If you're not red, you go to group 2. So I can come in here and say equals if that cell right there, if that equals the word red, what do we want it to do? We want to say, oh, hey, you're in group 1. We're just going to put a 1. And if not, you're going to go to group 2. So there's our 3 parts. Here's F3 equals red. That's our sort of question. Does it equal red? If it does, then we're going to get 1. If it doesn't, we get 2. And you'll see we get a 1. I can Control D, fill down. Excuse me. And you now see that if you're green, blue, if you're not red, you go to group 2. There's the if function.